So yeah, I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you can't even imagine. Now, I'm not running the world, but I don't know anybody who doesn't step in stuff at some point. So I'm just simply saying.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Leftist Losers Show, where we point out all of the losers of the left. And today we got a viral clip from The View that Tim on the TIMCAST show, he does a morning segment every day, and he recently covered this clip that was going around X of Whoopi Goldberg literally trying to defend the fact that Biden may have pooped himself on the D-Day ceremony that happened a couple of weeks ago. There was a viral clip that went around of Biden doing this weird squat thing. He looks like the toddler squat where if you have kids, you know, I have little young boys right now. And my 1-year-old, I can tell when he's trying to poop. He'll sit there, make a face, you know, the 1,000-yard stare, not looking at anything, won't respond to comments, and just making grimaces and stuff. Yeah, kind of what Biden was doing. And whether he pooped himself or not, I don't think it matters. What matters is the fact that people on like Whoopi Goldberg are now at the stage where they're no longer saying it didn't happen and there's no way it ever could happen. Now they're almost coming out and trying to defend that if it did happen, it's a good thing. So we're at that stage, and pretty soon they're going to be advocating for pooping your pants because Biden did it. So now we should all just enjoy the luxury of shitting ourselves whenever we feel like it. Excuse my language. So anyways, Tim covered this clip. He's very excited. It's pretty entertaining, and he makes some really fantastic points. If you haven't checked out Tim Pool before, and you like listening to news and getting information off of from third parties like ourselves here, independent media, go check out TIMCAST. He does a fantastic job of providing information and getting the news out there. And I will link this clip from his channel in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump right into this, and I'll let you guys enjoy this for yourselves.
It's happening, everybody. We are on track for the meme news cycle. It's gonna happen. Okay, we gotta go slow here because I'm very excited. Y'all know that Joe Biden on D-Day had that weird squat thing that happened, right? Well, we don't know exactly if he pooped his pants or not, right? But as an 81-year-old man with a high probability of suffering from fecal incontinence, it is possible that the man has had some accidents. It has been rumored and suggested on numerous occasions that Joe Biden has, let's just call it, made a boom-boom on accident. I don't mean to be mean to him for being old, but I think it's a real possibility this man is, you know, he's suffering from this age-related decline, which sometimes involves accidents.
Yeah, and real quick, you know, I know the left likes to think that we're just trying to pick on him because we don't like Joe Biden, and so we're just trying to talk shit. And yeah, there's people doing that, and yeah, it is kind of funny when somebody you extremely dislike in politics does something that's embarrassing like this. But the reality is, it's extremely sad. And I don't know if I've said this in previous videos, but I know I've said it in person to people around me. This is elder abuse. It's funny in the moment, but then you think about it more, and it's extremely depressing that you have somebody like Joe Biden, who, yes, is a terrible person and has done terrible things in his political career, and it is like, okay, maybe this is just justice in a way, but at the same time, it's like, this man has no idea where he's at. He's at a point in life where he can't even control his bowel movements, potentially, right? Allegedly. And his family, like Joe Biden, his wife, is just pushing him to stay into politics and not give up. And maybe it's him. Maybe he doesn't want to give up, but it really does seem like his family and the people around him are forcing him to stay and do what he's doing. And it just feels like elder abuse. It's really sad. Like, this guy should be sitting on a beach enjoying the last days of his life. And that's not to be grim. It's just a reality. You know, it all comes for us. And you can see that he's declining. Should be spending this time with family. Maybe he doesn't care about family. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, but it is just kind of like, you know, it is sad to see, especially when he's in the position he's in. But anyways, let's get back to this.
Now, in this video, Biden is squatting down a couple times. And when I wake up in the morning, I see this video, and I'm immediately thinking, like, he's crapping his pants. Now, everybody said, no, he didn't. You've got people on the right being like, he was trying to put papers on the ground or something. And I'm like, sure, whatever. But he was trying to sit down in the chair behind him. I'm like, okay, well, hold on. Maybe to all of it. Maybe to all of it. Some have said, Tim, who cares about this issue? No, hold on. There is more evidence that Joe Biden defecated in his own pants than there is evidence that the Hunter Biden laptop is part of a Russian disinformation scheme. Let that one simmer for a little bit. That's my point. It may be 6% chance that Biden made a boom-boom, okay? But they come out, 51 intelligence agents, the Biden laptop is a Russian disinformation scheme, blah, blah, blah. There's no evidence. None. We got a video of Biden doing this weird squat thing. Now, okay, putting papers on the ground. You're saying the old man couldn't put papers on the ground? That's bad too. I'll take it. He was trying to sit down, but I'll take that one too. He forgot he was supposed to be standing for the ceremony with everybody else. I'll take it. Shortly after he does sit down. Yeah, I don't care. My point is, this was a weird video, and there's probabilities of various things that have happened. Now, what's the meme? What's the meme news cycle? The meme news cycle is when, we'll go light with it. They will say, such a thing never happened. You'll say Joe Biden slurred. Joe Biden never slurred. The media will deny it. Then they'll get into the, so what, even if he did? Doesn't even matter. Then they're going to get into, if he did, it would be a good thing. It would be a good thing if he did. And then later they accept that, of course it happened. And it was great that it did. That's the meme news cycle. They deny it.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this start happening with illegals voting as well. They talk, like, we're at the point right now where they say, no, illegals aren't voting. They're not voting. It's not a thing. And they're going to slowly start now that they're trying to get into getting them to vote, or at least be, able to get IDs and probably vote. And you got all these places like DC that are now allowing them to vote in local elections. How many of you have voted before? Think about when you went and voted for your local election. If it was at the same time as a federal election, did you get different ballots? I know I didn't. I know they weren't separate for me. It was just, hey, which president are you voting for? And they gave you, the computer or the ballot or whatever. Because I voted in 2 different states, so it's different both times. I don't think it's going to matter. If you have these places that allow local voting for illegal immigrants, if they show up to vote locally, and the guy running the place or lady running the place asks them which president they're going to vote for, they're going to give them a ballot. Whether it was on purpose or not, those are 2 separate people. There's the person checking you in, and then there's the person that's just like setting the machine up for you to vote. And if they're not paying attention or don't care or, quote unquote, aren't paying attention, they're going to let these people vote in the federal election. And there's no auditing of that. Like, they don't go back and check, but ever, I don't think. There would be no way for them to check, as far as I understand the way the system works right now. And I don't think that's that far-fetched. I think that's what they're hoping for. And it's crazy. But that's what we're going to start getting. What he's describing, that's what we're going to start getting with voting, guaranteed. Right now, they're going to keep gaslighting us, telling us it's not happening, it can't happen, it's not going to happen. Then they're going to say, so what, even if it is happening, they're people too. And then eventually, they're going to start advocating for the rights for them to vote and say, they're people and they deserve the right to vote too, and you need to accept it. Just like in those places where they now allow them to vote. They're going that sentiment's going to start spreading, and they're going to start pushing that narrative, I guarantee it.
They downplay it. They say it would be a good thing, and then they accept it. Ladies and gentlemen, Whoopi Goldberg says she would still vote for Biden even if he poops his pants and can't put a sentence together because she also has poopy days. We're going there. I'm so excited for this. The next step in the Biden pooped his pants saga is them saying, so what if he did? So what? Maybe he did. Then they're going to come out and say, you know what? It's a good thing that he did. It would be good. Then they're going to come out, okay, not literally, because not always, they can't say everything's a good thing. They'll be like, there's no invasion at the southern border. It's not happening. Then they'll say, so what even if there was a bunch of people? Then they go, you know what? Immigrants coming to the southern border, it's a good thing. Then they say, of course it's happening, and it's good. Of course it's happening. We all know it. That's the cycle. Let me play for you this clip of Whoopi Goldberg talking about herself.
I'm just going to add my 2 cents because I wasn't here on the day that y'all talked about it. I don't care if he's pooped his pants. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together.
I do.
Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now,
and real quick, this is wild because they freaked the hell out when Trump was running and it was looking like it wasn't like he was going to win, but when he was first running and ended up winning, and then after he won, they were losing their minds because they said this man is not mentally capable to run the country. He's going to destroy all of us. He's going to have his finger on the nuclear trigger. He's going to blow the whole world up. He's going to start World War III. He's going to genocide everyone who's not white. Like all this wild stuff. He's Hitler because of his supposed mental stability and how he's a crazy man. But now she's about to right here say that, oh, this guy's mentally incapable and he craps his pants. That's fine. I'll still vote for him because it doesn't matter if he's capable or not. I'll do it anyways. These people are crazy. They're crazy.
he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then, say, you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it.
Yeah, and Kamala called him a racist, which he definitely is. I mean, you look at the videos of him in Congress in the 90s saying the N-word just openly. The man's a racist, okay? And it's hilarious that she used that card to try to win the the spot to be president, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, I'll join your team, it's fine.
And gave 4 years. So yeah, I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you can't even imagine. Now, I'm not running the world, but I don't know anybody who doesn't step in stuff at some point. So I'm just simply saying, yeah, there are 2 debates. And if he can't do what he needs to do for the second debate, I'll join any crew that says get rid of him. But loyalty to me, if you are doing the job, I might not like everything you're doing. I don't like it all. But I'm going to stand behind you like those guys stand behind the guy who should have been the person people were talking about saying, yeah, Biden had a bad day, but this guy couldn't tell the truth if it split his lip.
I want to pause that right there because, like, they don't actually tell you anything Trump lied about. Trump was wrong about some stuff. I'll say it's wrong. Biden lied about some stuff, and he was wrong about some stuff. Biden claimed not a single service member died in his administration. That's a lie, and he knows it because he was at ceremonies for dead troops. Checking his...
Yeah, and it's insane that these people don't care. Like Jake Tapper did a segment on CNN like the other night where he was talking about the incompetence of Biden and how frustrated he was. And it's funny how all the media is now against Biden, except for The View for whatever reason. They're cool with, they want to talk about pooping themselves, whatever. But yeah. What was it? 13 troops died in Afghanistan when you had a terrible, when you were working on pulling out of the country, and you did a terrible job doing that, and your military, leaders did a terrible job of planning that or executing it in the way you wanted. Yeah, they died, buddy, and the entire country was extremely pissed off with that, and a lot of us still are, and it's crazy how we don't even talk about it anymore. They don't talk about it at all, and he just lied in the debate saying no one's died under his watch when, yes, people have definitely died under his watch, and whatever, the media doesn't call that out at all. It's just crazy.
Watch. Is that what it was?
Nobody said that, but Anna said that, I believe, or something. She's not quite as colorful as I am. But the question now...
Give me a chance.
The question now is, because lots of Democrats are coming out saying, find somebody else. But when we tried to do that with DT, this is my new way of just describing him. When we said, listen, he shouldn't be on the ballot. Everybody said, no. The people chose him. We can't take him off the ballot. Well, I don't understand why anybody thinks it's going to be any easier to take Biden off the ballot. I'm just going to add my 2 cents because I wasn't here on the day that y'all talked about it.
Yeah, it's going to be easier to do it because the Democratic Party runs in superdelegates, and they are openly talking about how they no longer care about the primary process. You got Jon Stewart coming out and saying, oh, screw the primary process. We should just let the Democratic elites vote. We should hold auditions at the DNC and just let the best candidates come forward and we'll democratically vote for them. But the only people that get to vote are the elites who are in the club, the DNC club. They'll vote for it. He's literally openly advocating basically for the Communist Party of China. That's what they do. The party leaders, the party members of the Communist Party are the ones that get to decide who the next leaders are in some mafioso style freaking advancement. And they pick the next leaders to come up and move up the ladder. That's what he's advocating for. It's hilarious that the Democrats who constantly use it's like the race card, right? It's a bunch of bullshit. They yell racism at you, call you a racist because it's supposed to invoke feelings and it's taboo and it's the no-no thing. And I'm not saying that it is okay. I'm just saying that's what they use to get regular people who aren't paying attention to be like, oh, you're the bad guy because I know what the word racism means. When it's a bunch of bullshit. That's the same thing with democracy. Democracy is just a buzzword the Democrats use and people on the left use because it gets regular people to think think about it. All throughout the early 2000s, 90s, spreading democracy through the world is what we've been fighting for decades against communist, countries, right? So now it's a fantastic buzzword for them to use to get regular non-initiated people to feel some kind of emotion and to join their side in an argument because they go, we're fighting for democracy and they want to destroy democracy. And that evokes that feeling for the regular people of, oh yeah, the democracy is the good people. Those are the good guys. I gotta take their side in this argument. It's hilarious because it's a bunch of bullshit. Because now look at them. their guy got voted in democratically, supposedly in the primary process, even though it was a bunch of bullshit. And it was because that was the only option. But still, regardless, right? That's the democratic process that's involved in letting people voice their opinion on who they want. And now they want to all throw it out the window. And honestly, if they do throw it out the window, I wouldn't be surprised if they start advocating to do that in all future elections, because it allows the people in the club, the elites, the oligarchs, to then decide who all the future Democratic leaders are. And if they get the illegals to start voting, and they continue this emotion campaign where all the people who don't pay attention vote emotionally and just pick the Democrats because they think it makes them the good person, they will win elections forever, and it'll be fascism at that point, because there won't be a democratic way to get elected. It'll just be the party picks the next people involved, they move up, and they're the future leaders, and it becomes a club, and you're not in it, and you'll never be in it, because unless you join their team and you put on their jersey, you won't be in that club. So we'll see what happens, but that's my prediction, is they start advocating to remove the primary process, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't care if he's pooped his pants.
Oh, we're going there. I am so excited for this, because people were telling me, Tim, you are wrong. He didn't poop his pants. He was trying to put papers on the ground. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm just saying there's a possibility. And that's something to consider for a man of his age. That's all that matters. And it could be a low possibility. But now Whoopi Goldberg is like, I have poopy days too. You do, Whoopi? Holy smokes. They're going there. Take a look at this. Fact check. Biden honored service members killed in Kabul. Checked watch during ceremony. Oh, what are they going to say? It didn't happen? Oh, wow. Look at this. Corrections and clarifications. The story was updated September 2nd to note that Biden checked his watch multiple times at the dignified transfer event, including during the ceremony itself. The rating on this claim has been changed from partly false to missing context. These people are despicable. Everybody saw the video. Biden did it. He checked his watch. Dead servicemen and women. And Biden says at the debate, oh, not a single person died. Let's pull that fact check up. Biden says no service.
Yeah, and it's disgusting, because this is the same man who, and yeah, sure, maybe we can just chalk it up to he just doesn't remember, because he doesn't remember anything and he's got mashed potato brains. But this man will, every single time he has the opportunity in a debate or whatever speech, will bring up his dead son, right? He'll bring up his dead son who was a service member, right? And he'll use that as a virtue signal to get people to feel bad and feel pity and want to vote for him or join his team or whatever. That's what that man will do. But then, no, can't remember any of the people that died under his watch, because he's full of shit, right? This man is full of shit. Excuse my language, but it's just, it's ridiculous. It's disrespectful, extremely disrespectful. I have many people in my family who are in the military, and that doesn't mean that I'm above anyone else. The reason I'm bringing that up is I understand the sacrifice they make in terms of giving up on a lot of other opportunities, because they are, dedicating years of their life to the service of the country, for whatever their motivations to do so are, and to just be spat on by leaders who they have to, essentially listen to, especially the president. He's their boss. They have to listen to his orders and execute what he wants, as long as it's constitutional. And it's just extremely disrespectful. In any situation, right? Even the civilian side, it's extremely disrespectful when you work for somebody and something bad happens to you and they just blow it off and ignore it like it didn't happen. It's disrespectful, right? You wouldn't put up with that crap. You'd leave. So it's just crazy that these people sit up here in their ivory tower and just spit on the people in service to them in the country. It's just nuts, man. It's nuts. It's disrespectful. For that alone, this man should not be allowed to be in office or allowed to run again. It's disgusting.
Members died. Let's pull that fact check up. Stunning omission. That's what Fox News called it. Oh, this has popped up right now. Breaking news. White House to deliver remarks following Biden's letter to Dems refusing to drop re-election bid. The news article from June 27th. Biden makes stunning omission while claiming no troops died anywhere in the world on his watch. 13 U.S. service members were killed by an ISIS-K suicide bomber during the Biden administration's botched Afghanistan withdrawal. And he lied about it. And then Whoopi Goldberg goes on TV and she's like, Trump couldn't tell the truth of it, split his lip. What? I mean, that'd be painful to do, but that's a deterrent for telling the truth. Hey, imagine you told someone, if you tell me what time, how many lights are there? And if you say it, your lip will split open. They wouldn't want to do it. That's a deterrent. You got to say something.
Well, Tim, these people are ignorant and ridiculous. They don't know what the hell they're saying half the time. We're going to end it there, everybody. If you guys want to see the rest of that clip, go ahead and head over to Tim's channel. I will link this video specifically in the description below, so check that out. Please like and subscribe to this video and this channel. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given. Or comment below, tear me apart, you know, give me your opinion on what you guys think about this whole situation and how ridiculous this is. And I'll go ahead and post a survey. We'll see how many of you think that they're going to start saying that pooping yourself is healthy and it's the new craze, and that, like, this is what we all should be doing, and it's a sign of great leadership. I don't know. Something ridiculous. I'm sure they'll say something silly at this point, because, well, I mean, look at it. She has poopy days. I don't know if she's trying to make, like, a play on words, like, oh, sometimes I just have bad days and they're poopy, you know? Or if she's saying she literally craps herself and walks around, and I don't know. Whatever. Who knows? Anyways, everybody, that's going to be it for this segment. I hope you guys enjoyed this and got a good laugh out of it, and just, you know, I don't know. These people are silly. Anyways, that's going to be it. I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys then. Peace.